Hey guys, welcome to this session. This session is on Segue, and before going to see the demo of this, I want to let you know that what Segue is. Segue is actually which defines the transition between the two view controllers of an storyboard files, and it maintains the communication between the controllers. And if you want to pass data from one controller to another controller, then Segue it can be used from the interface builder. So now we can see that how we can you make use of Segue. Before this, I have created one project navigation demo, and now we will see that. Okay. So here we have one view controller. Now enter the another view controller. Okay. So this is my first view controller and this is my second view controller. Now if now for one view controller, for the first view controller we already have a view controller class, and but for the second we don't have, so for that we will going to add this. Okay. Okay, this is my second view controller, and this is my first view controller. And now we will just copy the code from the first view controller. Please make sure that your Swift file has the same name with the class name. It's not compulsory. We can have more than one class or more than one UI view controller in the same Swift file, but it was for good programming practice. Okay, this is view controller. It will not, you can see here the class name is view controller and the Swift file name is first view controller, and it's not create, and it will not give any error to that. Let's see what type of error is he given. I think okay, we didn't import UI kit, that's why. So now if we compile the error, build fields, yes, UI kit, sorry, UI kits. Now it will not give any error. Okay, I think the build will get succeed. uh, Now switch to the storyboard and go to here, try to add. Here you can see I want to I'm trying to search first view controller class, but if you remember there is no such class exist. So what we will do, we will go here and we'll just try to, yeah, paste it. So we have a class that is first view controller and another one is the second view controller. The import foundation is not needed here, so we can delete it. Now go to storyboard. Now associate each controller with the class, the second view controller. Okay, now what we will do, we will just create one button uh, here it is, and we will write move to second view controller. Second view controller, here it is. Now we if you want to transit on click of a button, then what we need to do, we need to just right click here and then drag to the other view controller. Okay, and then we have a several action segue here, and this defines the that what type of transition you want. If you want to present as a model, as a popover, if you want to push in a stack, then you can select as per your requirement. So I will click here show detail. Okay, it's here. Now if we click here and then here, when we click on the segue, then we need to give an identifier if you are using your segue uh, in any class, or if you want that if you want to transfer, if you want to pass any data, if you want to pass any data from one controller to another controller, then you have to give an identifier to identify which segue you are referring to. So this is my you can give this segue identifier. Okay, okay, here it is, segue identifier. Now go to here. Now you can see that we have nothing to pass, so we will create one text box here. Text box, text fill. Okay, this is the text fill. Okay, what we write in this text field, this will get, I want that the I want that what will I write in this text field. It on click of move to second view controller, it should pass to the second view controller. Okay, so I can take a label here. This is the label. Yeah, this is the label. You can get a second. Okay, this is my label. Okay, for this, and now I need now what I need to create an IB outlet for this so that I can make changes. Yeah, so LVL message. Okay, this is the label IB outlet. Now go back and I will create. Okay, the window you can see here is an assistant window assistant pane, which displays your the class of a controller in which you are working. So here you can write as txt mess message. Okay, this is, yeah, here it is. Now the one thing, now how would you know that which segue is running, and how you will access that segue. For this we have one delegate method, one delegate or one function through which we can get the segue value. Okay, segue identifier. Here you can identify which segue you are using. Segue dot if if wait a minute, I think I'm, yeah, suppose if you have a multiple segue in your storyboard or in your controller, if you have, so as of now you can see that we have only two controller, first view controller and the second view controller. And if you have any third view controller, in that case you need to match whether which identifier or which segue you are using. It may happen that this first view controller may be transitioning on the two view controller. We can transit on the two view controller with the different button on the same controller. Like as of now we can have, you can see in the storyboard that we have only one button and we created a segue to the second view controller. Similarly, you can have any other button and you can transit to on the other skin. Then there is a segues are starting from the same controller. In that case, we need to use if condition. We need to check which segue you want to use. So for that, we will going to use segue identifier equals to, then you will be writing as segue identifier. Okay, yeah, so it will this segue will have that controller. So now we will get the destination view controller, and our destination view controller is second view controller. Okay, second view controller, this is, and now we can pass our data or our value to that. For this, what we need to do, we need to create one variable here. We need to create one variable here, lbl, or you can say message. Okay, maybe of a string type. You can write it as a blank. Now in override function you will appear, you can write, you can assign this message to, okay, okay. Now here we have seen that its label has been assigned. Now it's okay. Now you'll see that the IB allotted for the text message is done. Now what we'll do now, we will pass destination, yeah, destination. Now we can have a message and we can pass txt message dot text in the destination controller. Now we will run this code and see. Yes, there is an error, I think. Oh, we didn't use override. Okay, it's done. Now we will check whether we can transit or we can pass data from one controller to another controller. Here, for Segue, the starting point may be the button, maybe a table row, or maybe any gesture recognizer, or gesture recognizer, and the end point will remain will always be a view controller which you want to display. Yes, here you can see we have a button here. I will write a text, and if you click here, you can see that the test button that the test message is passed to the second view controller. So this is how you can pass data from one controller to another controller by using a segue. In next video we will see that how we can pass value from second view controller to first view controller. So for this we need a protocols and delegates for that. So we will discuss in the later videos. Okay, thank you.